Got a vision, got it at the table. You know the rules, you know how the fuck we play. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Subject in hand. There's a lot of things on this episode we're gonna cover. As you look at the title in hand, the problem that hip hop has with Eminem. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. The problem that hip hop has with Eminem. Some people look at that man as an icon. Some people say he's a rap legend. Some people say he's the GOAT. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people is frustrated at where he stand in hip hop currently. A lot of people just don't in tune with him at all. So, the reason why we having this discussion, I've never seen a man in hip hop to be admired and hated at the same time. It's like a lot of people say his skin color it got him where he's at today. But then at the same time, his skin color also got him the hate that he receives today. Because at the end of the day, the only problem that people have with the dude is his skin color. If you really technically look at it from a standpoint, a lot of people gonna say, oh no, it ain't that. It's that motherfuckers, corporations get behind him just because of his Caucasianness, and they put a lot of money behind him. All right, I want people in the comment section to answer this. Name me 20 currently hip hop acts that are Caucasian right now and that are winning. Name me 20. You can put it in the comment. I'm not talking about the whole genre of hip hop. Meaning, you start naming Vanilla Ice, Third Base, Yellow Wolf, Bubba Sparks. I'm not saying that. I said that are relevant today. Name me 20. When you can name that are relevant today, if you can name up 20, holla at me, right? Put it in the comment section if you can do it. Honestly, you can't do it. You know why? Because black people run this shit. That's why. But you damn sure can name 30 black relevant artists in hip hop right now. You can name 40 black ones, but you can't name 40 white ones. So why are we so angry at one person? Like, I can understand. My point is that I can understand if every white person came out and they shine and they had a track record like him, and they 50, 60 million records later in, then I'd be like, this is some bullshit. But that's not the case. We run this shit. So why are we so mad? Crooked Eye's dropping some jewels. This is why I want to know what's the issue, because Snoop and Eminem got an issue. And as we all know, Eminem just put a deluxe side B to Music to Be Murdered By, which we're about to review in this segment. But right now, we're going to listen to what Crooked Eye is saying, and I want y'all to listen, because this is going to be an issue if it don't get settled. Listen to what Crooked Eye is saying.
People been hitting me up about this situation between Eminem and Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? And it makes sense that they hit me up about that, because I'm from Long Beach, California. You feel me? And Detroit is like a second home to me. Plus, I know both of them personally. You know what I'm saying? I know both of them personally. So, I ain't mad that they hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, asking me, what my thoughts are about it. You know what I mean? Even though it doesn't really involve me. You feel me? It makes sense that they asking me that, though. Now, y'all already know how I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the Gladiator School, you feel me?
True MC. You gotta give Crooked Eye that.
Sport. I know that some of the greatest rap songs in hip hop history are diss records. It's just facts. You know what
Listen
I'm
to
saying?
what this man is saying.
I understand that the people been wanting to see blood since the days of the Coliseum and the gladiators in there. You feel me? So I get it. But for everybody who think that this shit is gonna just be two records going back and forth or a few records going back and forth, you're very wrong. This has the potential to be the most polarizing beef ever in hip hop. You know what I mean? And for that reason, I think it's not good for the culture. I don't think it's good for the culture.
Hear what that man said?
This is going deeper than just who had the best song. This is going deeper than that. They're gonna make this a racial thing. That's what's gonna happen.
Facts.
Every think piece, all of the comments, there's gonna start a conversation that becomes bigger than the actual music, than the diss records. The conversation will become bigger than the diss records. Trust me on that. They're gonna make it a racial thing, and it's gonna widen the divide in the culture. That gap is gonna be like the Grand Canyon when they get done with this shit. You better understand what you're asking for.
You
You know
heard
what I'm
that?
saying? All the fans out there that's got their mouth watering like, yo, I can't wait to hear them go back and forth. You better understand what you're asking for. I understand it might not matter to you. You just listening to music. You know what I'm saying? But for those of us who have been existing in this culture for decades, we gotta guardian that. We gotta protect that. You feel me? And it ain't just gonna be diss records. It's gonna be way deeper than that.
Way deep.
It's gonna cause a divide that's way deeper than that. So, although I have, certain contact has been cool for the culture, you know what I mean? It's a contact sport.
Very contact.
I don't believe that this particular disagreement, I ain't gonna call it a beef, because we really know what beef is. I'm not gonna co-sign this one and say, yo, yeah, I would like to see that. You know what I mean? Because I understand that it's deeper. It's deeper than two diss records going back and forth. It's deeper than that. These are two icons. These are two legendary icons in rap culture, hip hop culture, and pop culture. You see what I'm saying? And with that status comes a lot of support on both sides. You're gonna have people stepping out, verified accounts, choosing sides. You're gonna have that conversation going, that black versus white. You know what I mean? It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly.
I know it's gonna get ugly if it happens.
I
I got love for both of those guys, you know what I'm saying? I would rather see them talk it out.
Well, you see where Crooked Eye's at, right? He's basically on the forefront saying, yo, this shit don't need to escalate because the outside public don't know how to act. Snoop don't need to respond because the outside public don't know how to act. Snoop responds, it's gonna push him. Is gonna black, and then feelings are gonna be hurt. Lyrically, Snoop can't hang, so don't do it. I'm not putting down Snoop. I'm dealing with facts. I love Snoop. I respect Snoop. I've been a Snoop. I respected Snoop since a kid. I heard all his albums, except for that gospel stuff. It will be disheartening to see them go at it because the racial attention that it will cause. This is why this title is called What Hip Hop? What problem does hip hop have with Eminem? That's the title, right? And basically, I say this because it's been 20 years for this man. Like the Tyrese voice, what more do you want from me? Is what I'm saying. This dude came up hard. I mean, towards trying to become who he is in hip hop. He suffered from people automatically looking at him and saying, yo, nigga, you not even rapping tonight. Go home. Had to be accepted. had to fight his way in. Then he had to battle. Like, let's take it deep. I remember when I first heard about Eminem. Big up to Infrared. Not Infrared from Rough Riders. Infrared was a up and coming battle rapper in the mid 90s. I knew him personally. He went in a lot of events and he battled. So people in my hometown know him. He lived in the Bronx. Wasn't from Parkchester, but he lived in Parkchester, the Bronx. A lot of us knew him. I remember one time he was entering the battle league and they had something in New York. This is 1997. I was 19 years old. I never even heard about this man. And we was going somewhere on the train. I know marijuana was involved. We was heading back to the hood. He came from a battle thing about a day or two ago. He was like, yo, is this white boy? This is 1997, midwinter. This man said, yo. He looked me dead in my eyes, said Tucson. Because he's a battle rapper. Upcoming battle. He battled a few people. He just didn't blow as the battle rappers that we know today, but he was in the beginning. He battled niggas and all. He just didn't. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened to him, period. I haven't seen him in years. Light-skinned kid with dreads. He was nice with the wordplay. He was in the battle rap league. Eminem was in the battle rap league. I remember this man telling me, he was like, bro, this Eminem character, he's coming with a lot of bars. I'm like, word? He was like, yeah, man, this dude is out of the ordinary. So he basically told me that in the rap competition, I think Eminem came at number 2 or 3 or some shit like that. And this was in New York at the time. So he came up in battle rap. He came up in all types of stuff. My question is, and he dominated. He respects the greats. What's the problem do hip hop have with Eminem? We're gonna come back in part 2 of this, and then we also gonna have the reaction, the album review.